We already have covered the concept of content fragment, right? So basically a fragment have two types, content fragment and experience fragment. So content fragment we have already have discussed it and it's having some drawbacks, right? So the drawback it has covered by this experience fragment. And this content fragment we can create by using a content fragment model. Okay, so first of all, here we have content fragment. If you want to create, then we have to use the content fragment model. And after that, if this is a content fragment, if you want to add in the pages, for that you need a content fragment components, right? You need to insert inside the page. Then only you can get this content fragment. Same thing here. This experience fragment is nothing but the experience. That means we can say this is nothing but the page only. Okay, the small part of your page, but this one it is created by using a template. See, we knows that our pages it has created by using a editable template, otherwise static template. But uh, I think experience fragment it has introduced in 6.0 something. So this is what your editable template, right? This editable template will create by using template type. This is the editable template. It will create by using a template type, and this template type we use for creating a pages, right? So now you consider you have created the experience fragment. Now consider you have created the experience fragment. Okay. After that, this is what your experience fragment. This is nothing but the page. Now this is the experience fragment you want to add in a website. This is the page you want to add inside the website. The page that means this is not a page. This is a small part of the page, right? This is a small part of the page. I'll give you one example. Like whenever you will create the page, there you will see the common things, just like the header, right? Header you will see. After that, footer we have, and in between that you will see the body. So mostly this header and the footer will create by using a experience fragment. Okay, and this is what your website. Inside that, if you want to add this page, then you need a experience fragment component. You need a experience fragment component. Okay, yeah, this is the thing. And after that, in this experience fragment, here you want to see the concept of layout container, right? That means layout you will not see there. But this experience fragment allow us to add the components. That means inside this experience fragment, you can add the components by using a parsist, right? We have a parsist. Parsist component is nothing but the drag and drop, right? You will see the option, you will see the label there, drag and drop, right? Drag and drop component. So this is the parsist component. Parsist is nothing but the layout. So whenever you will use the layout container, automatically one component you will see that is parsist component. And this component allow us to add more than one components, right? There you will see the insert option plus. Using that we can insert the components. This is first. And your experience fragment is set of components. Set of components, or you can say it is a set of contents. Yes, set of content. So basically it is a set of content. You can add more than one component. It supports to a layout container. That means whenever you will create the experience fragment, you will get the layout container. By using that, you can add a components, right? It supports a styling as well. Okay. Now consider you have a page, right? You have a page. The specified page just like English. You have an English page, and here you have used the component. Okay, inside this en you have added the experience fragment. You have added an experience fragment. Inside this experience fragment, consider we have a hello world component. Yes, and this hello world component, inside this we have defined the css and the html. Now we know, sorry, css and the js. Now we know that where we'll define the cs and js inside client libs, right? Consider this is the CS and JS we have defined inside this client lib. Now this is the client library I need to call inside this experience fragment, because this hello world is using this client libs. This is the hello world. It is using this client libs, and this client libs I need to call or load inside this experience fragment. So it will provide the option to insert it. Okay, we have seen you need to go inside this experience fragment. Experience fragment is nothing but the page. Then you will go inside the editable template. Page information is option is there, right? Editable template. After that, you will go inside the page policy. Page policy. There you need to load the client lips. I'll show you all these things. There you need to load the client lips, right? How we can create a client lips? Now just first of all, it's a part of the experience only. Yes, the first one is done. Second one, create once, reuse in multiple pages. So this is what your reusable module. Create once and reuse everywhere. Okay. S- Here, yeah, it is made up of one or more components. So first of all, whenever you will create an experience fragment, you will see the components, layout, and the paragraph systems, right? It has created by using a dynamic templates, right? Yes. And this is the thing. So if you want to create a editable template, sorry, experience fragment, you need a editable template. And this editable template it has created by using template type. So once you will create, you will see the master variations. So it supports the variations as well. It supports to variations as well. Yes, variations. Okay. So that means first one we have a master's variation, right? What we have? We have a master's variations. So if you want to create an variation one, that means some variation you need to create. So you can override this master's variation. Otherwise, you can create a different variation, different variations, different interface you can create. So we have two options. You can copy this existing master variation. Otherwise, completely you can create a different one, right? So indirectly we are saying again you can create an experience fragment, but we name it variations. We'll name it as a variations. I'll show you. So where we'll create. So here you will get the options of you need to come in the navigations. You will get the options of experience fragment. Click over here. By default, I have a search, right? The search website I have created. So when you will create the website, Maven automatically create the experience fragment. In that archetype also, when you will download the archetype, in that archetype you will get this experience fragment, right? So here we have a header and the footer. For the header, we have a header variations. For the footer, here we have footer variations. So whenever you are opening this EN page, here you see in the first, what we have? Search bar, right? This is the search, and here we have logo, and this is what your title, right? So when you will open this, what is that? Header. Open this header. Yes. So inside this header, you will see a search component, right? This is what quick search. After that, here we have a sites, right? This is what your sites and everything. So here, from here, it has rendering, right? Just like that, we have a footer component as well. Come here and open it. In the footer component, you will see only the text something. Yes, this is the one we have, right? This is what your footer component. Now I just want to change. I just want to remove this Bangalore. So you need to come here inside these footers. You need to go inside the edit. Just configure it. Remove this Bangalore. And we know that this is the experience fragment. It has created by using a editable templates, and editable template retains the dynamic connection. So when whatever you will change, so if you change something from here and just simply come inside the CN and just try to refresh it. This Bangalore has removed, right? The Bangalore has removed from here as well. Okay. Now just come here. Firstly, we'll organize. So for that, we need to create a folder and just name it your project. So March content fragment folder name I just given. After that, here it will suppose to the localizations. That means when you will create a multi-site management, in that case, if you want to translate this content in a Japanese or you want to translate this content in German language, you can do it. So here basically I'm again creating one folder with the EN name. So it can easily recognize inside that we have a EN content, right? Now you can create a experience fragment. For creating an experience fragment, what we need? We need a template, right? So when I just create it, experience fragment here, it is showing the template. But from where it is coming? We haven't given a permissions. Newly we have created these folders, right? But still, when I just create and when I'm just selecting this experience fragment, template it has coming because of this global configuration. Just click here and you will see the editable templates here. Okay, this is what your editable templates. Just go inside this and you will see the crxd, paste it, hit enter. This is what your editable template. Uh, So this experience fragment is nothing but the editable templates only, right? Secure template. So this is what your templates. Okay, so this template is coming from your crxd. Yes. Yes. After that, you don't want this menu of editable templates. When you are just clicking here, you need your own. So in that case, you need to go inside this EN, otherwise in this March, go inside the properties and select your own template, whatever you have created here. You need to select here. Only this template will come, right? Okay. After that, now I'm just creating a experience fragment by using a VRetail. So here we have options of VRetail. Next, and another thing, it will supports to your multimedia as well. That means social media also it will support. So if you want to uh, post this in the Facebook, so these are out of the box things it has available. See the template it has available out as out of the box. Come back. When you just try to create it experience fragment, you will see here Facebook, Pinterest, right? So these are the out of the box things. So now in this case I'm just selecting VRetail, give the name, give it experience fragment and create. Done. Yes, the experience fragment has created, right? So by default it has created a master's variations. Just click here and open it. Masters, that means main. So when you will just create a experience fragment, this is nothing but your master's variation. Okay. So here, this is what your master variation. You can only edit it. You cannot delete this one. If you delete it, your entire experience fragment will delete, right? So your experience fragment is depend on this master variation. This is just simple one types of template. So when you will just click here, you will see this. And we have discussed like whenever you will create, it will provides one layout container, experience fragment. See, this is the layout container, and here we got one parses component, right? Click here and insert the components. Insert the components here. So I gonna insert the teaser. Insert the teasers here. In these teasers, we need to add image. Yes, after the title and the subtitle. This is what your subtitle, right? This is your title. You will get the descriptions as well. This is what my first component. This subtitle, title, and the description. I'm just adding another one. That is text. You can add a text here. Okay, configure it. Not here. We need to select this and configure it. Add a text. Select it. That's it. We got a text as well. Add a button. This is what your button. Now if you are clicking, this button will goes to your weekend. Yes. So when you will click on this button, it will goes to the about us page. Save the changes. We have to give the name. If you want to give the name, here you need to come and just mention it. Link to otherwise click me. Yes, we got it. So when you will just click here now, it will goes to your about us page. Click here. Yes. Yeah. It has changed it, right? It went to the about us page. Go back. Go inside the edit. So this is what your experience fragment that we have created. Experience fragment is a collection of components, first, second, and third, right? Here we have options of variations. This is what your master variation. Create another one. So we have a two options. First one is a variation, and second one is a variation as a live copy. Now, if you are creating these variations, this interface completely different. That means again you are creating an experience fragment. So for that you need to select the template, right? Select the Facebook one. After that, give the title Facebook experience fragment. Give the name. It's an optional thing. Save the changes. It has created the Facebook one. No, no, it's not derived from the master's variation. It's completely different. Yes. So this one we have created, right? Refresh it. Yes. In the experience fragment, you can add a components, you can add a content fragment as well. So here we have options of the content fragment. If you want, you can author it. If you want, you can author it. We have already discussed, right? So we have created the Facebook experience fragment, right? This is what your variations. Here we have another option that is called as a variations as a live copy. So what it will does, uh, it will create this master's variation. It will create the replica of this master's variation. So create it and give the name. So variations one, title is an important. Yes. So we have created these variations, right? This is the variations we have created. Okay. It has taken from this Facebook. Just try to remove for a second. Remove this one again. Now just try to create it. This is what your master variation, right? Now try to create again. Variations has a live copy. Select it. Okay. Now here you see. So this was the masters now. From that it has copied this one, right? The entire one it has copied, right? If I'm changing here, uh, here we have a title, right? I'm just making title one. Just write here title one and save the changes. This changes is not reflecting in a variations one. right? If you want the changes whatever you have done, you want here inside this variation one. For that, to this component here we need to roll out this component. We need to roll out to this variations one. So whatever the changes you are doing in specific component, here we have options of the rollout, and where you want to, you will see two options in the up hand side. Here it's a rollout and rollout 2, where you want to roll out, right? Maybe now in this case we have only variations 1, maybe in future we have variation 2, 3. So if you want everywhere, select all these things and just roll out it. Now here you see, here we have title 1, the same thing you will see here as well in the variations 1, right? This is what we have created. Now create a Facebook variations as well. Select this, select anything, save the changes. Yes, now this one it has created, right? Configure the image, add a text. That's it. Okay. Now we have created, now we need to deliver to the page. How we can do these things? So for that, and before that, where it is storing. So whatever the experience fragment you are creating, it will store inside your content folder. Here we have a content folder. Refresh it. Yes. Here we have options of experience fragment. And you will see which one we have created, March experience fragment. And in that we have created one folder. Later this one is your experience fragment. And here this experience fragment is nothing but the CQ page only, right? And we have created the variations. So basically we have a CQ page, and we knows that the CQ page related information is stored inside your JCR column content. So here you see the information it has stored here, right? And this is the page it has created. This is the page it has created by using this resource type, right? By using this resource type it has created. Sorry, sorry. So it has created by using this resource type, and it has uses this template, right? Yeah. Here we have given this title. Here we have a master's variations. After that you will see the variations 1 and you will see the variations 2. Here in this you will see the options of root now. Root is nothing but your layout content, right? Inside that we have added the image, text and the content fragment, right? In this JCI column content you will see root. Here we have options of teaser component, text component and the butter component, and this is what your sync. So you are syncing from masters to variations 1. So this option it has generated, right? So we are just doing a rollout. Yeah. So it will store inside your content folder, right? Now just come here, localhost 4502. Otherwise, here the EN side is already open, right? Now I just want to add my experience fragment here. So for that, we need a experience fragment component, right? Yes, this is the experience fragment component we need. Already we have given a permissions to our page. Click here, configure it, and select your experience fragment. So which one is ours? March, EN, experience fragment. You will see three, but how many it is showing? Two only. So just select first this one. Yes, we got this. We got this one. Go inside the preview. When you will just click on, when you will just click here, it will goes inside the about us page. Just like that. If you want to change entire in, so here what is that? So you will see the teaser, right? After that, here it is showing a text, text or description you can say, and after that what we have, click me. Same interface if you need, but you want to change the content, then you can simply select the another variations that it has created by using masters, right? Come here, and this one variation one also it has created by using masters, right? It will change the content. Okay, it will change the content, right? Don't roll out. Once you will not roll out, the content will be different, right? But now the third option it is not showing. Which one? Facebook one, right? So just come here where it has stored content. You will see the options of experience fragment, and after that what we have, which one is the Facebook variations? Two. Okay then. Okay, configure it, and instead of this we have to paste this one. Now save the changes. See, it has changed. It has changed. Now it has coming a Facebook one, right? So we got the image. Here we have descriptions. That's the thing. Again, another thing is there. Now we know that here I have a layout container. Layout container. Okay, if in your case, if that layout container is not showing, just go inside the page information, give the permission to your layout container. Okay, this is the container I have added. Now consider here I am adding two or three components. Okay, so this is what your first one, what you have title, second one image we have, and third one we have a text. All these things where we have inside this layout container. The individual thing you cannot convert into individual also you can convert it. So what is that? Consider this is my epic. Okay, this is what your teaser component. If you want to convert into an experience fragment, you can convert it. Right? Here we have options of to convert into an experience fragment. Right? But will not do the single one. Will not convert the single one. Right? If you are having more than one component and you want to reuse it, here this is the title and the image and this text component. This is the component you want to reuse in multiple pages. So in that case you just simply have to convert into an experience fragment. So it will ask some of the things like a parent path where actually you want to create. So I want to create inside this March. Select it. After that you need to select the template. This is the VRTL I'm selecting. You have to give the name of your experience fragment. Save the changes. Yes, now our experience fragment has created. Now go there in your experience fragment. You will see the options of March, and here we have. Here also it will create one master's variation. Now you can go inside this and create the variations if depends on your need. Now render this one. So this is what your EN and refresh it once. We don't have anything right here. So go inside the EN. Yes. Now insert your component. Experience fragment, right? Experience fragment. And now click here, configure it, and after that you need to select the experience fragment, click here and select this masters one. Select and search. See, now you can reuse this. So here this is one, this one is our second. But this is what, this is your, now we have converted into an experience fragment, right? So it is converted. Now you can reuse anywhere, wherever you want. You can reuse it wherever you want. So teaser is an example of your experience fragment. So here in the teaser, you will see the image. After that, you need to add the text. That means title you need to add, right? After the title, you will see the CTA button. So just simple one types of button. Okay. So in the single component, it is showing the options of, or we need to author the image, title, and CTA button, right? Yes. After that, now this is what my component. Consider this is what my component, and here I have performed the CSS and the JS. Okay. Now I just want to load my client library. How we can load it? Simply, we need to come here. You will see the options of editable template. Yes. After that, you will see the options of page policy. Yes. You will see the options of page policy, and in the right hand side, here we have a client libraries, right? You need to add and select your client library wherever you have performed the CSS and the JS, right? Select this, click here, that's it. Done. So if you have written the client library, those changes will reflect here. Those changes will reflect inside your hello world component. Got it? Any difficulty?